Hi guys, welcome back to Origami Twist. My name's Jen, and in today's video we are going to make a traditional origami top. This is a really fun modular origami piece, and I think you're going to find it to be fun to fold and a little bit challenging to put together, but it's totally worth it. It holds together without any glue, and all you need is 6 square pieces of paper. You can absolutely use teabag folding tiles for this project, so feel free to check those out on my website if you'd like to print some out and make some. It'd be a fun thing to sell at a craft fair. I think it'd be really fun to make a bunch and would make a neat project. Would also make a really great party favor as well. All right, let's get to making the top. Okay, in order to make the top, I'm going to create 6 3-inch squares. And the origami paper that I'm working with today is 6 inches square, so I just cut them into quarters like this. If you're using 15 centimeter standard origami paper, it would be 7.5 centimeter squares. You know, whatever you have. I'm going to use 3 different colors today so that you can see how it all interlocks, but you can do whatever combination of colors you like. Now, to be quite honest, the reason I've chosen 3-inch squares today is because it fits inside the camera frame. If you want to make a much bigger top, you certainly can, and all you'd have to do is go with bigger squares. So as long as you've got 6 squares all together, that's all you need. And you certainly can do this with teabag folding tiles as well. We'll set a few of these aside for the moment and create the first module. What we're going to be creating is a waterbomb base. And if you've made waterbomb bases before, I'll put a link in the description box below so you can skip to the next step, since you don't really need to know how to do this. But if you haven't, I'll give you a quick run through. You take one corner and bring it up to the other corner and crease. Then you're going to open it up and bring the other corner to the other corner and crease, so along that crease that you just made. So when all is said and done, you have an X creased into your paper. Now you're going to turn your paper over, and you're just going to fold in half, edge to edge, open it up, and do the opposite edge, or the other edge to its opposite edge. So now when you open it up, you have a plus sign as well as an X folded into your paper. At this stage, you can take your index finger and put it just behind in the center of your paper and push up, and what that will do is pop up your paper to create a little, almost a pyramid type shape. If you put one finger on either side, on either edge of your paper, and push the two together at this stage, like so, you'll see that the piece starts to collapse. If you take those 2 outside triangles and push them towards each other, that should collapse into the waterbomb base. And feel free to watch that again if you need to. It does take a little bit of practice, but once you get it, it'll be an automatic motion. Now you just repeat that with the other 5 pieces and you're ready to assemble the top. And there we go. We've now got 6 waterbomb bases ready to go. Now for assembly instructions, I'm actually going to number each one of my colors. So when you go to put this together, if you take the 3 colors you've picked and number them, then it'll be really easy to follow which goes where. Because you'll find that the different pieces are fairly tricky to put together. And to avoid confusion, that's probably the best way to go to start with. Once you've done it a few times, of course, it's a completely different story, but in order to begin, I'd number them 1, 2, or 3, or do the exact same colors as me, and then it's really easy to put it together the first time. So I have color number 1 is green, color number 2 is yellow, and color number 3 is blue. Okay, so we're going to take one of the second color and both of the first color ones, and looking at the bottom, you'll notice that each of the legs of your little star that's created by the water bomb base have little gaps in them. And essentially this is going to be like building with Legos. Each triangle is going to go into the triangle of another one in order to hook them together. So I'm going to take the first one of the second color and the 2 first colors, and I'm going to insert one of the legs into one of the legs of the first color, the green one, and then the other leg is going to go into the second color, like so. Now I'm going to take the second yellow one, and this is where it starts to get tricky because you have a lot of moving parts at this point and none of them are really locked into place. So you do want to take one of those legs, insert it into the green piece there, and take the other one and insert it into the green piece on the other side. There you go. So you've got 2 green pieces and then little yellow triangles sticking out. Now at this point, I would say it's probably easiest to hold on to one of the pieces that's over the top of the other ones, just temporarily, and let the other one just sort of sit on top of those pieces. And we're going to place the third color so that this big gap here is going over the top of the green here, and then the 2 outside pieces are going to tuck into these. So I'll demonstrate. You're going to put it over the top like so, but just on top of the green, like that. And then probably easiest to lock it in with the one that you're holding on to, because you have the most control over that one, and you just insert one of the blue or number 3 triangles into the number 2 triangle or yellow, and then turn it around and hold it in place again. This time you have more control because it's locked in on the other side, and take that last piece and again tuck the third into, so the third color or the blue into the second color or the yellow. And you have to wiggle it around a little bit because again it's not locked into place yet. But when all is said and done, it should look like that. And we're getting there a lot more now that everything is starting to lock into place. We're going to turn it around so that all the locked in section is facing down, and then grab that last one, and you have a guide now because you did the same thing on the other side. So you want the big triangle or that big gap to go over the top of the green, just like you did here, and then you want the 2 outside pieces to go into the yellow or the number 2 color. So keep those extra limbs right away from the piece so you don't accidentally lock them over the top, and start by locking the big triangle over the top of the green, and then putting that blue or number 3 color inside the number 2 color, and again wiggling it into place. And now we've only got one more, so again same thing. This is probably the most challenging because it really doesn't want to, it wants to lock into place, which means it doesn't want to go in. There you go. And tuck that in, and this will take practice, guys. Expect to throw away quite a few examples before you've completed it. But once it all locks together, it's pretty darn sturdy. Like, it will stay stuck together, just like so. And there you go, one traditional origami top using six sheets of paper and a little bit of patience, but no glue. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope you come back next week for another video. If you're in need of videos in the meantime, I do have another 150 or so videos on my channel or actually I think it's more than that at this stage, which you are welcome to check out. They're all completely free. And I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions, guys, and we'll see you again next week with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.